Hey guys, I'm Kate Simsley. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm glad you're back, and if you're new, welcome in. Today we are here in Sulani, and we're going to build a family beach house. So this beach house is going to have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It is right on the water, and it's absolutely beautiful. In the end, I really like this. It came together pretty well. It's very bright, airy, and like beach-like. I think it'd be a great place to just curl up and relax and enjoy your best life away from the city. So you can watch it come together. If you enjoy it at the end, give it a thumbs up, a like. It helps me out and it just makes me happy. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, as there are more builds to come. So for this build, we're on the Pier Perfection lot in Sulani, and it's kind of like the end part of like a peninsula in Sulani. It's a super cute lot, and I tore down the house that was there and I built this one, and it came together relatively quickly. It actually was not at all what I intended to build. When I went into this, I had a totally different plan in my head, but this is what came out, and I'm happy it did because I do really like it. It's very simple. Inside, it's pretty like modern and spacious and just like minimalist, if that's the right word. There's not a lot of clutter at all. There are 2 bedrooms that are set up for like teens or tweens or like children or even young adults, whatever you want. And then there is a master bedroom, but we're going to start in the kitchen. Kitchen come together quickly. Kitchens are honestly my favorite thing to build in The Sims. I kid you not. It's one of my favorite things. I love creating kitchens. You can do so many things. Like they can be different every time, and I love that. So I did, as usual, start in the kitchen, and I'm happy with the way it came out. I did open it all up, so it is all one big open space. It caused some issues with the, like, painting of the exterior. Like, for whatever reason, it made it not recognize the front room. I did fix it, so in the end, it's fine, but it did kind of mess it up. But starting here in the kitchen, I do end up adding a fridge and stove that are light blue. It's really bright. I'm going to put big windows over the sink. And then we're just going to put cabinets up that wrap around, and the entire kitchen comes together quick. I changed the like wall paint or wall texture several times in the kitchen. You're not going to see a lot of it. I did cut most of it out. But I started by like doing a beige, and then I didn't like that, so I did an orange, and I didn't like that, so I did a green. And I stuck with the green on the main parts of the living room, but I end up changing the kitchen to be tile just as I'm doing the bathroom. Like halfway through the bathroom, I switched it so you don't see that. But you end up seeing the tile in the screenshots, and when I put it in the bathroom, and it turns out nice. I like it. It's like really, I don't know, bohemian kind of tile. It looks good in this house. It works. But it's a lot like rustier colors and stuff than the rest of the house, so I don't know, but it works. It just works. There's a lot of blue in it. You're going to see. Yeah, so this came together quick. I'm happy with the way it turned out, and I don't really know what to say. Love this lot, and this house at nighttime is absolutely stunning. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I have nothing to say. Like, I don't know what to say. It's funny. I always think I have, like, so much to tell you, and I've got nothing. I do actually have something to tell you. So, last week, I went for a little drive, like, up north from where I live, so probably like an hour north. And I'm driving along, and I always do this drive. It's very relaxing for me to, like, do the drive. It's a very small little highway that I drive on, and then it goes on to, like, little back roads and stuff, and it's great. But it was on a weekend, and I don't usually do this drive on a weekend because it's busier, there's more people, and I don't like it. But it was a weekend, but I did the drive, and I got a speeding ticket. It's my first ever speeding ticket, so that was fun, but it was really funny. It wasn't funny. It's not funny at all. Don't speed. It's dangerous. But I was speeding, like, way speeding. I was, like, 40 something over the limit, and yeah, it's like loser license. I was like, I think the cop said I was like 6 kilometers off of, like, he would have to take my car, so that's not good. I shouldn't do that. And really, I wasn't going that fast. What happened is I'm driving along, and like, I do speed, don't get me wrong, but not that much. But I'm going along, and the guy behind me like kept getting closer and closer and closer to me, and I'm in the fast lane on the highway at this point. So I'm like trying to get over to the other lane so he can pass, which obviously he wants to. But the guy beside me, every time I would speed up, he would speed up. And if I'd slow down, he'd slow down. So like, I had no way to get over other than to like speed way up to get around him. So I speed way up to 40 something over the limit. And sure enough, there was a cop on the side of the road, and like I had seen him there, but it was too late at that point. But he did pull me over, and when he came to the window, I told him, I'm like, I'm really sorry. Like, that was stupid. He's like, I don't get it. You were going 120, and then all of a sudden you were doing 149. Like, what was happening? I told him, I said, the guy behind me was like right on my bumper, and then I was trying to get over, and the guy wouldn't let me over. Like, I'm really sorry. I apologize, but I was wrong. Like, I should have just kept going at my normal speed and ignored him. I'm like, but I felt bad, and that was dumb. But he was so nice. Like, guys, this cop was so nice. It wasn't even funny. He was way too nice. Very, very nice guy. He wrote down that I was only doing 15 over. So my ticket is like nothing. It was like $50, thank God. But it could have been a way bigger ticket, like really. And he could have like done a heck of a lot more, and he didn't. He was so nice. But he's like, listen, next time, just ignore them. If they don't like that you're doing the speed limit or a little bit over it, he's like, I probably wouldn't even have pulled you over until you sped up. I'm like, I know. He's like, just ignore him. Don't worry about it. He's like, but I put this down. I was so nice. I really enjoyed him. But then I got this ticket, and it's sitting here, and I have to go pay it. Obviously, I was going to pay it that day. And I could pay it online, but I go online, and I put in the ticket number, and it's telling me it's not a ticket. It does not exist in their system, and I don't know why. Like, the thing is, it was outside the city, so I figured, okay, maybe I just pick what city I was in when I got the ticket. But it says the city I live in on the ticket. So realistically, I followed all the instructions on the ticket to pay it. When I go in and type the ticket number, it says it doesn't exist. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to go in on Monday to like the ticket paying place and try and pay it there. Because right now it's not letting me, but I do have the ticket. It exists. I have it in my hand. Like, here it is. But yeah, it's not letting me pay it. So that's bothering me because there's like obviously a limit on how long you have to pay it. But it won't let me. So I don't know if it's just me. It's probably just me and I'm just dumb. But yeah, so I got a speeding ticket, my first ever speeding ticket, so that was crazy. It really wasn't that crazy, but it was, because it should have been way worse, and he was so nice, I can't get over it, like, props to him, he was amazing. And it's ironic, because usually they aren't, you know what I mean, like, a lot of times, policemen can be mean, but he was really, really nice, and I appreciated that, so thank you to him. But other than that, there's not really been much excitement. My daughter has been a little bit sick again, here and there, but everybody's doing okay. My son, he was sick, but he seems to be better. And my life's just boring. It's been raining and cold and gross, and I hate it. And I'm just ready for spring to get here and actually be here. Like where I live, the weather changes so much. It'll be like really warm, then really cold, then really warm, really cold. And that's how it's going to be for like another month or so. Usually around mid to the end of May, it starts to get really warm and normal. But yeah, it just is kind of dreary and rainy. Like lately, actually, it's been like really dreary and it's kind of got my mood down and stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to complain because it's not snow, so I will take it. But it hasn't been great, and I've really been doing nothing. I told you last time that I was playing Coral Island a lot. Now, I've been playing Coral Island on my Xbox. I bought an Xbox not that long ago, and I got Xbox Game Pass, so I've been playing Coral Island on that. And, yeah, if you are thinking about getting Game Pass, seriously, save your money. It's not that Game Pass is bad. The Game Pass, the theory of it itself is fantastic. But their execution is terrible. Like, it's terrible. It literally disconnects 3, 4, and even 5 times a day sometimes. And I'm reporting it every time it's happening. But it's not normal. Like, why can't you handle... Like, if... I don't know. I get that it's run on a server. And so the times a day that it's disconnecting is probably times when there's more people on and stuff's like they're overwhelmed or whatever. But if you can't handle it, like if you can't handle the amount of people, why do it at all? Like, it's super frustrating on Coral Island because you will do all this work in the day, and if the game crashes, it's gone. And when it's happening 4 and 5 times a day, it makes you not want to play the game. And the problem's not the game. Because I've talked to people that play it not through Game Pass, like they bought the game and they play it. And it does crash on them, but not nearly as much. Like, it's one thing if it was once in a while. But by the 4th time in a day, you pretty much want to freak out and never play the game again. Like, it's so annoying. So, that's been happening, and like I said, I report it every time, but like, Game Pass itself, because at first I thought it was the game. Like, I thought, okay, this game is a piece of crap. But no, because it happened on another game. I was playing City Skylines on there, which... absolutely will never do again. It's way too hard to like place things. But I was trying it on there, and it did the lagging. It didn't disconnect like that, but it did lag. And then another time I was playing a different game, and it just randomly disconnected. But I didn't really care that much about that game. And that game had autosave, but Coral Island. Actually, none of those like farming style games have autosave, which I find really weird, but they don't, and it's really dumb. Because like you go through all these loading screens all the time, not even like real loading, not like Sims loading screens, but like you'll load in and out of buildings, right? And they could easily code in an autosave at those points. Like anytime they're loading into another building or loading back onto your lot or whatever the case is. It's very brief, but it could work. I would easily put up with a longer loading screen if it meant you're saving my progress, because it would save me a lot of heartache in the end. But no, they don't have an autosave, and none of these games do, which is really annoying. But this one is especially because it just keeps disconnecting. And to play it on the Xbox, the only way to do it is through Xbox Cloud Gaming. Like, even if I buy the game on there, it's still done through Cloud Gaming. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try it on the PC. I might actually just buy it on the PC and see if it's any better, because playing it through Cloud Gaming is just not for me. Like, at all. It is super laggy. It's weird because during the day it's usually fine. I've had it crash like twice during the day since I started playing it. But it's usually fine during the day. But anytime after about 4:35 p.m., it is bad, you guys. Like, it's literally a pixelated screen and you can't even see what you're doing. And every time you move, more pixels show up and it takes like a minute to clear the pixels. It's very annoying. But yeah, so that's been my life lately. You can see there in the bathroom. Okay, we moved on to the bathroom, which I'm not even talking to you about the build, but that's fine. I did manage to put, like, it looks like an electrical plug. It's on the back of a children's light. And I'm sure you all know this, but if you flip it around and, like, put it in the wall, it looks like a little plug. So I've got a little electrical plug in the wall, and I put, like, a blow dryer on the counter, and it has, like, the cord to plug into it. Very cute. I thought that that was a nice little touch, which I've done it before in other builds. And I do it quite often, but I've never pointed it out. I don't think, so I thought I would point that out. So I did do that. But moving on, our bedrooms here are pretty much identical. They're not identical, but they're very close. Like, the color scheme's all the same. I'm not keeping these beds. Well, I'm keeping the beds, but I'm not keeping the color. I'm going to change them just to plain white. And then again, the bedrooms, like the rest of the house, are very light and bright and airy and beach-like. And I thought that was cute. And then throughout the house, I did put a couple of pictures up. They're like beach theme kind of thing, just to make it, you know, you're living on the ocean, you might as well feel like you are. But in this room, I did put the mirror on the wall. I actually put it on the wall in both rooms. On this one, I put it there. And I just, yeah, changed the bedding and the table before we're going to jump back and forth between the rooms, so it's hard to keep track of which is which. But they're pretty similar anyway. They both have the same, like, dresser, just different swatches. And there's a chair in each room. It's different chairs, but there is a chair in each of the rooms. And then in one of the rooms, I put a big bookcase, and I also end up adding an easel into one of the rooms. I'm not sure which one, but one room has a little more personality than the other, if that makes sense. On the front porch, we're going to do a chess table, and then out back is just a picnic table and a barbecue, which you'll see after. But from here, we're just going to paint these bedrooms and, I don't know, just add in some stuff. These are the only rooms that really have any clutter. So on the dresser, I added some clutter, and I put pictures on the walls, and just kind of make it look like a teen or something lives in these rooms. And it's very cozy. I added purses on this wall. They're from the Everyday Kit, the Everyday Clutter Kit or whatever. And yeah, that's about it. Not a lot. There's not a whole ton of clutter in this house at all. I didn't think that it would be suited for clutter. Maybe one day I'll make a very cluttered beach house, but today's not that day. But I did put chairs and just some, like, makeup items and stuff on the dressers. We had curtains and stuff to the windows, but nothing too crazy. That's where I put in the bookcases. It's funny, I never use these bookcases, but they kind of fit there and they worked, so I just did that. Then I add some plants. Well, I add plants to the window in the one room. This plant's going outside. And then in the other room, in this room, I put a standing plant before we move on and just add some pictures and curtains and a different light, I think. And then we'll move to the master. Master is pretty much the same. It's just, I use actually the same bed, except the double version of it. And, yeah, it's just really bright and light and beach themed. And I'm really happy with it. I really, really love the way this came out. It did take me a while in here to figure out what pictures to put on the wall, and yeah, I kind of struggled with it. I couldn't find anything I really loved, but in the end, I just put this big, like, cherry blossom picture, and I thought that was kind of cute. Above the bed, I put a picture that ends up going away, because I think on the other wall, I put, like, posters or something. I don't really remember, but I end up adding, like, an ottoman in here, and, yeah, that's about it. Not a whole lot else, I don't think. I think maybe I put some clutter, and possibly I put a stereo, but I'm not 100% sure. I do put the makeup clutter from the high school years kit here on the dresser, and I think that worked. It's very, girly, I guess, but I thought it was cute. Like I said, the master is pretty much the same, and from there we just move out and do the back porch before we go on to put a bench and the chess table out front. And then we'll jump into screenshots after that, so there's not a whole lot to say. But yeah, so other than my speeding ticket adventure and nothing else in my life, and the whole Coral Island fiasco, nothing's been going on. I'm just patiently sitting here waiting for it to warm up because I'm freezing and I hate it. I don't really know what to say to you. So instead of babbling on about nothing, because I have nothing to say, that's where I put the easel in, by the way. Instead of babbling on, I'm just gonna play music and let you watch the end of this. It's not long at all. I think there's like, I don't know, let's say 7 minutes left, if that. So I will let you watch the master bedroom and the back porch before we watch the front porch, which takes 2 seconds. And then we'll jump to screenshots. Like I said, give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will have another video coming out for you very soon. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Take care, have a spectacular day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
You walked in and I thought, here we go. One look and I am all but sober. I forget that I've been here before. And suddenly you're all I see. The situation, it gets me frustrated. It's all in my head. I fall in love way too easily. I always need to remind myself. Nothing to water. 'Cause now you adore me, adore me. Go ahead now, adore me, adore me. Little did I know she wanted you alone. I thought she was over you, but I guess I was wrong. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes she made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. She thought she could tear us apart when she kissed your lips. Oh, what a plot twist. 'Cause now you adore me, adore me. Go ahead now, adore me, adore me. Oh, so cruel. Oh, so here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, 'cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed